So I have a lot of bad luck flying. I mean, I've never been sucked out of a broken airplane window, and an air marshal hasn't yanked me off of a plane yet. But I've had my fair share of, like, delays. And the worst flying day that I ever had was last year. And I was out in Utah visiting my family, and I was attempting to fly back on a Sunday, 11 a.m. flight direct to Philadelphia on Delta Airlines. I did everything right. I showed up on time, and the flight was, like, set to go, and we board, and they closed the door, and I start doing that, like, passive-aggressive armrest standoff with the guy next to me. When the pilot comes over the speakers, "Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for flying Delta Airlines to Philadelphia. There seems to be an issue with one of our engines, but not to worry. Delta is sending down one of their engineers. It should only be about 10 minutes, and then we'll be off the ground, so just hang tight." So 45 minutes later, the plane is deemed unflyable and needs to be removed from service for the day. So we are all ushered off of the plane to swarm the customer service desk trying to get on the 2 p.m. flight to Philadelphia. All right, it's fine. I'm in the terminal, I'm next to an outlet, I'm watching Breaking Bad, to chill out. And I willingly accept one of the Deltas, "We're sorry," snack pack boxes that has, like, orange juice and hummus. And we board on time. And this time, the plane pushes away from the gate and we're taxiing, and the flight attendants are doing their, like, safety point hand jive thing, when out of nowhere, the plane rattles and stops. "Ladies and gentlemen, so sorry about that. There seems to be an issue with our brakes. We've been instructed to go back to the gate where an engineer will meet us to go over the issue. It should only be about 20 minutes or so just hang tight." So an hour and a half later, the second plane is deemed unflyable and removed from service for the day. So we are all ushered off of this plane to swarm customer service to get on the 7 p.m. flight out. I call my dad. He offers to come pick me up. I said, "You know what? I've been here since 9 in the morning. I'm tired. I'm full of hummus. I just want to go home." The 7 p.m. flight takes off as planned. We land in Philly at 1, into my bed by 2. Alarm goes off at 6:30. Happy Monday. So I think about this day a lot. And when they announced the theme last month, I knew that this would be the story that I would have to tell. The reason that my parents were living outside of Salt Lake was so that my mom could undergo cancer treatments at the university hospital. And a week before this whole flying fiasco, her doctors told us, soon, weeks. Now, obviously, they couldn't tell us when, because if they had told us when, then I would have known, and I wouldn't have spent so much energy trying to get out of Salt Lake City the day before she died. I also probably wouldn't have spent all of Monday in, like, an email war with Delta Service customer service. So, but I felt a lot of things that Monday afternoon, but one of the big ones was just pissed. 10 hours in an airport, a 7-hour flight delay, 2 broken planes, and I missed her by a day. So I was pissed for a really long time. But then, around the anniversary, I figured something out. You see, if I had gotten on and taken off on any of those 2 flights, I would have been back in Philadelphia early enough to call her. And it would have been after a long day, and she would have been tired and out of breath and not feeling well. So the conversation would have probably gotten cut off around 10 minutes, and I would be left feeling sad and helpless. And that could have been the last time that I talked to my mother. But I didn't make that call because I couldn't make that call because I was in a plane. Delta. So instead, the last time that I had with my mom was actually Sunday morning before I went to the airport. She was clear and happy and sitting on the couch in her blue bathrobe with the most atrocious Albert Einstein bedhead you could possibly imagine. And I hugged her and I said, "I love you, Mom. I'll see you in a week." And she kissed me and smiled and said, "Have a good flight, darling. Keep in touch today. I love you, baby cakes." And that was the last thing that my mama said to me, which I think, all things considered, makes me pretty lucky. So, in light of all that, I want to extend my sincere apologies to Delta Airlines For all of the really sarcastic tweets that I posted circa March 2017, you guys can have your $50 voucher back. Thank you.